What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only, Ash said it. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,600 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this would be possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. And yes, we are enjoying the wonderful spring weather. I'm here in Georgia, and it's looking pretty good. You know, the pollen's not crazy high right now, and I'm okay with that, and we can claim that. But today, I've got with me a wonderful authoress herself, the wonderful Renaii West. Hey, Renaii.
Hi, how are you doing?
I am great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. We got beautiful weather out here, too.
Ooh, where are you at, Renaii?
I'm in San Diego, California.
Ooh, but see, Renaii, it's not really fair because you guys have good weather like year-round.
I know, we feel a little guilty about that when we panic in a little bit of a sprinkle, and we have to think, we really have to be a little more realistic here.
You're like, oh my gosh, I think it's like 72 degrees today. I love it. All right, so Renaii, I want to talk a little bit about your start. So when did you start writing?
Actually, I pretty much have been writing and performing most of my life. I mean, my very first, I think, murder mystery was a little play I wrote in an 8th grade English class that we performed. But this book, I actually started writing it on and off some years ago, but when COVID hit, that's when I decided to be like Shakespeare and Newton and all these other productive people during plagues. I decided to have something to show for this period of time. And I just focused on finishing it up and getting it published.
Awesome. So where did you pull a lot of the inspiration for this project?
Believe it or not, some of it is from Greek mythology. I'm a big Greek mythology fan. And there is a hint of my favorite myth, which is the Apple of Discord, which is the way the Trojan War got started. And I then also remembered many people, many women I either was friends with or I've come across with. And then also a little bit on my own college experience. These ladies meet as randomly assigned roommates their freshman year. And I just remember that great time in college where you're just meeting people from different walks of life, people you probably would never have anything to do with, except you end up in a class together, you end up in a dorm together, and the great friendships that can come out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. How long did it take for you to actually complete this book?
I would say it was over a year.
Okay.
Definitely over a year.
Did you have any parts in that year that you were kind of like at a standstill or you're trying to figure out stuff? And how did you get out of that rut?
You know, two things that can really create problems for a writer is time and then also whether or not the muse, again, I'm big on Greek mythology, whether or not the muse wants to visit you. I'm not one that, my style of writing is not like I can sit down for 15 minutes in between TV shows that I'm watching and come up with a chapter. I need to have at least a few hours set aside to really, because it's like working out. You know how, if you're running, you do that warm up. I don't know why I'm saying that. I don't run. No. But you know how you do that warm up and then you really get to that great moment and that you're really working out hard and then you slow down. In a sense, that's how I write. So sometimes it's hard finding that 2 to 3 or even longer group of hours to write. And then sometimes I might have the time, and darn if I just can't feel creative at the moment. At that time, I will continue to type on my computer anyway, and I will just write down a poor version of what I'm trying to say. So at least I have created a foundation. So that the next time I sit down, I can build on that or correct it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So can you tell us?
You just almost just have to do it.
Yeah. You just got to jump into it, and it's like you said, there's nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a big part of it. Now, tell us a little bit more about this book project. So, Death by Chaos. What can audiences look forward to?
I'm sorry, what did you say again?
I was saying, what can audiences look forward to with this book?
Well, I think they can look forward to, some interesting, a little bit larger than life characters. The four main characters are the undisputed goddesses of their college campus.
Right.
And in order for them to be so memorable and so well remembered by their classmates, they have to be a little larger than life, a little, more amazing than usual.
Right.
So I think they can enjoy some colorful characters. I have been complimented on the fun, colorful dialogue. Also, the friendship. Because in this book, there is, there's a death by chaos. And because of this death, one of the four women becomes a person of interest, and she goes missing. Another one of the four, she knows a lot more about what happened that night than she reveals. And it follows these women over the next couple of decades.
Wow.
And one of them remains missing. There is the concern of what happens. The other one is trying to figure out what to do with the information she has. She didn't come forward before. What does she do now? And it's getting ready for their 20th college reunion.
Wow.
That she decides enough's enough. It's about time that the truth gets out there. She realizes she has some pieces of the puzzle. She doesn't have the others. And so she needs to find the other pieces of the puzzle. And she becomes aware that there are people out there in powerful position who do not want this situation resolved.
Right.
It's in their best interest that it remains the mystery that it is. And so I think it's a little bit of, problem solving or, solving, putting together the puzzle, at the same time by using their wits, by using their acting abilities, their cunningness. So, yeah. And I think, the great friendship between the women throughout it all.
Gotcha. Now, this book, Renaii, are there any special dedications? I know that a lot of times authors love to dedicate their book projects to someone or anything at all.
Well, I dedicated it to all the goddesses in my life. Since this book has a lot to do with friendship, I was dedicating it to my, the friends that I have had over the years, whether it was in college, whether it's the friends I have now. And it's funny you mentioned that because my beloved son, he went ahead and bought the book. He's supporting his mom. Yeah. And the comment to me was, I see you dedicated this to your friends and not your own kids. And I went, oops. We were sort of we were joking about that. So, and he goes, I go ahead and buy this book, and I'm not even dedicated. So I said, okay, the next one, and I am working on the next one. You'll be in it. Yeah,
I love that. That is too cute.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of mother guilt over that still. Yeah.
He'll be fine. He'll be okay. That is too cute.
But you mentioned some of the authors I do love, even though this isn't quite as quirky and humorous as Christopher Moore. I do love his books.
He does have
and then I like other cozy mystery writers. I don't know if you know Linda Castillo, who does the Amish Murders series. I love her books. I love Kate Morton's books. So, I would say I was very much inspired by those three authors.
Gotcha. Okay. So, Renaii, for people that, of course, need to get this book, this is a really awesome, Mother's Day gift, huh? Something to get for the moms out there.
It would be, yes. It's definitely. These women go to college during the 70s. And I think anybody who is a baby boomer would enjoy some of the references and some of the commentaries and attitudes.
Yeah.
I think it's a book that all women can enjoy, but I think the book, there's something a little special for them. So, yes.
Yes. So, where can they go to get the book, Renaii?
At Amazon. They can look it up by either Renaii West, and that's an interesting spelling, Renaii, and then West, and then, or they can look it up by Death by Chaos, and it's usually one of the, it pops up right away. So
Gotcha.
and they can. I do have an author page on that if they want to know more about me. And can I plug my Facebook page and my Twitter account here?
Absolutely.
Yes, I do have a Facebook page, Renaii West Author, and I have, that's my Facebook page, Renaii West Author, and I post there. And then I also have a website, RenaiiWest.com, and I post blogs, and I had an artist, some people seem to enjoy this, I had an artist create images or paintings of the four main characters.
Ooh.
Some people don't want that. They want to imagine the characters themselves.
Right.
But I always sort of view everything as maybe like a mini movie. When I'm reading, I'm picturing everything in my head.
Right.
And so when writing, I really pictured these ladies.
Gotcha. Renaii, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you.
Oh, well, thank you. I had fun.
Not a problem. And thank you all for all of your love and support. And, continue to support the movement, which is ashsaidit.com. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.